Hi, I'm Andrew, and I like to tinker with stuff. And this needs set up. You may remember from our last video, this is my Raspberry Pi. It's going to be a media server. It's got the NVMe hat with a 512 M2 drive in it. This is our power supply. There's my mini HDMI. I'm going to run this down to the outlet underneath the desk and this to my monitor and hook them up. I'll be right back. Okay, so I managed to get the other end of my HDMI cable in the back of my monitor. Plug this in here gently. There we go. And our USB-C power goes here. And then there should be, there we go, our power light. I don't know if you can hear that. It's the active cooling. It's very quiet. It's audible, but when I get this set up under the desk, I won't be able to hear it. A huge improvement over the desktop that is currently my server. It is louder than shit. So next, I'm going to try and switch to screen recording, which I've never done. We'll see how that goes. Well, here's something I didn't think through. I'm going to have to pair my Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, which is fine. That's not what I'm thinking. Usually, screen capture software is built into the computer you're using, which I'm setting up. So it's not like I can record something through the computer I'm setting up. So I'm going to have to just do it like this. So, sorry for the wobbles. So to auto pair, restart. Okay, so I'm going to have to unpair my keyboard and mouse from the computer they're currently connected to, and then I'll do this. Just a second. Okay, so I've turned the Bluetooth off on the device that my stuff is connected to currently. So I'm going to unplug the power cable, put them in connect mode, and there, and then plug it back in. Yep, you guys are getting a nice shot of all the crap on my desk while I do that. All right, so that's plugged back in. I can see the green light is coming. Let's see what we got going on now. Okay, I can hear it booting. Welcome to the Raspberry Pi desktop. I'm going to change my blinds. That's much better, I think. Some mouse cursor. Ooh, pairing to mouse. Nice. Okay, that's good. Let me hit the connect button on my keyboard again, see if that does anything. Let's see. I'm going to turn it off and back on, which is cliche, but does work a lot of the time. Keyboard on, hold the connect button, waiting for keyboard. Here we go, connection successful. Okay, so next, we are in the US, American English, time zone. I live in Central Time, so God's time zone, best time zone. And of course, Minneapolis, St. Paul, not available. So what am I going to use? Chicago, I guess. Oh, I'll just use Central because screw Chicago. Actually, it's a lovely city. I love it. My best friend lives there. All right, username. This will be media. Password. Just a second. Next. Here's our house Wi-Fi. Next. Hide characters. So. Oops. locks off. That's why it's acting funny. Connecting to Wi-Fi. Please wait. Okay, default browser, Chromium, fine. I'll uninstall the other one just for. I don't need to. I'll keep them both just in case one of them. Okay, now we'll do the software update. Usually I would run a sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade, but Linux has come so far since I started using it. There's actual functional GUIs, graphical user interfaces, however it's pronounced. I don't know. I feel like that's a GIF argument that I'm not really feeling like getting into. So, downloading languages. All right. I'm just going to pause and come back when all this is, something to show you. Okay, updates have processed. We're going to hit OK. We're set up and ready to go. Let's launch. See what this looks like. Oh, wow. Let's see, zoom out a little. This is so slick. All right. We're going to pull up a browser and a terminal window. I'm going to cancel because I don't need a password because I don't care. And search for the Emby installation instructions. So I searched Emby Linux, and we get Emby server, which is what I'm looking for. I don't need it. All right. Oh crap. I need to remember if Raspberry Pi OS it's Debian, which is I can't remember which architecture that is. Is it? I think it's ARM64. Let's see. Sorry, this isn't interesting. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've navigated to Emby's website. Emby Theater for Linux. Raspberry Pi is built on Debian, and it's an ARM64 architecture. So I've downloaded that package. While it's downloading, let's get our terminal open. We're going to sudo apt-get update. This should be all up to date because I would assume that the installer just did everything, but it doesn't ever hurt to do it. All right, done. And then we're going to install some of these other packages that we need. Copy, paste. Sorry, this is not a real fancy screen capture. I don't have one of those things where you put your HDMI into the machine and then the output, captures it in between. But we're going to install these packages. And let's find out, where does this actually save to? Does this have a copy path? Excellent. So we need our, oops, I didn't want to do that yet. I can type, I have fingers. All right, so we're going to put the sudo dpackage-i dpackage-i and then paste the path to the package we want to install. So we need to get rid of some of these extra characters. This will unpack and install the Emby Theater server. Awesome. I'm going to make sure everything's up to date again. And then we will, might as well run the upgrade while I'm at it. We can go ahead and auto remove stuff I liked. I like to keep my packages as up to date as I can. That includes uninstalling what I don't need. All right, that looks ready to go. I'm going to start moving over some documents, media files. All right, so I've run some commands here, and my NVMe is not showing up as a drive, so I'm gonna take everything apart and make sure everything is seated right, especially that ribbon cable. Progress. My NVMe is now booted, or now mounted. It was unpartitioned, which is the big problem. Never mind the fact it took me 3 disk images to get that fixed, one of which was because I forgot my password, and the second one is because I messed up one of the config files. But now, if I want to add a folder for music, I have some permission denied problems, so that's next on my list. I've got the permissions set so I can add folders to my volume, and I've got the media server set up, installed anyway. We'll do the setup. First, I'm going to see if I can copy some files to my new Pi. So, let's see if this will recognize my external hard drive. So that would be nice. We've got power, which is a good start. And it does, oh, operation is pending. What's that mean? Open in file manager. Yep. Nice. Music. Now, there's only one thing to test. So let's see what we can get. We are looking for. Yes, judge my music all you want, but we are looking for stay positive. Oh, that was a very fast transfer. Let's see how our setup goes now. I'll go in English, American English. Yep. Ah. Let's try that. Nope, that obviously didn't work. All right, I gotta type 2 hands just a second. All right, there we go. We're gonna add a library. It's gonna be music. We're gonna add the folder on the hard drive. Now let's see if we can find this. I have no idea where this drive is stored. I'll get back to you when I find it. Oh, that's right. I remember this bit giving Debian, or giving Emby permission on Debian from when I did a little test on Pi, on my Pi 02W. So I'm going to have to go set that up. Be right back. So I didn't have the permission I needed for the media folder. that is located here. So this is my Andrew home folder, but what I need is the media, Andrew, and then media, Andrew, and then my NVMe mounted drive, and then music in there. So I changed directory to media here, and then 777 full read write access to everything in the Andrew folder. So that is my external hard drive as it is. When I unplug that, that'll go away. And then my NVMe. So now I have that, and it is recognizing that there are files in the folder. If I go into my media, latest music, I have an album. Stay positive. Now I just need to access that from a remote device. So this is my other phone. I'm going to switch to the server called media and sign in. And let me put my password in. You don't need to see that. Just a second. And yes, sign in. Sorry, okay, let me try this again. Stand by. Right, there we go. So this is the Pi server. Let's turn this shit up. So, proof of concept, the inaugural voyage. It's one of the best songs ever made. So now that I know that works, I'm going to start moving all the files over so I have my full complement of media. And I no longer have to have that old ass desktop sound like it's trying to, take off from Heathrow. Awesome. Thanks for joining me. It was a journey, but we got there. If you like this, I'll be back with more tinkering shit later.